technology, blah blah, great for that. Standard hardcore solo stuff on solo. Delve into the desert mine. You help Nico the mad. That's already what they said. Hopefully it's more dangerous, fierce by the darkness, and the monsters inhabit it become. How deep can you go? Ladders for each dig, try to get maximum depth. 40 challenges, yep, and then the totem pole. Okay. Added a new thing, smite. Perform a melee attack. Yeah, we know about smite already. Consecrated path. Oh, so this is one of the new ones. Slam the ground with your weapon at a targeted location. If an enemy is near where you target, you'll teleport to it from a short distance away. Slam and create an area of consecrated ground. Okay. So it's kind of like a single-use flicker? Like you'll flicker to an enemy, like a targeted flicker, I guess?
Yeah, it's like a targeted flicker, and then you'll drop consecrated ground. It actually seems pretty good. Like, could be a decent support skill if the next thing didn't exist, which sounds just better.
Okay, summon Holy Relic. Oh, that's that Holy Relic thing that we were talking about
Yep.
on the item. That's like, it all depends on how good this Holy Relic is. Okay, so summon Holy Relic. Summon the Holy Relic that stays near you. When you hit an enemy with an attack, the Holy Relic triggers a Nova spell with a very short cooldown that deals physical damage to enemies and grants life regeneration to allies. Okay.
Like, just easy life regen every time you attack.
I guess we'll have to see the numbers to see how useful it is, but I'm just wary because most of their life regen stuff tends to either, like, it's either going to be really good or really shit. They don't really do incremental life regen well, I find.
Yeah. They don't. I mean, how I look at it, as long as if it's anything over 75 to 100 at 20, it's fine.
Yeah.
And it'd be good because it's just throw it and forget.
I mean, how many years did we play where T1 life regen was like 3.5?
Yeah, no shit.
So, like, that's why I'm just, I'm just like, cool, sounds fun. I'm gonna see the numbers before I say anything. Okay, Herald of Purity we already saw. Scourge Arrow we already saw. Toxic Rain. Does damage any of the hit create spore pods. So Toxic Rain is kind of like Scourge Arrow, but instead of charging it, you shoot down and it makes pods on the ground, I guess?
Yeah. What, the Scourge Arrow?
No,
Or
Toxic
Toxic
Rain.
Rain?
Toxic Rain.
Toxic Rain, yeah. The pods on the ground, and they kind of creates. There's the new Nemesis mod, the one with the vines that slow you down.
Mm-hmm.
It does that to enemies, but as they're tangled up, they take chaos damage per each one, up to 6, and are 10% slower.
Okay. Now, Vol Ancestor Warchief, what everybody figured out from the
Vol Ancestor Warchief.
Ancestor Totem that attacks enemies with a powerful cascading slam when you're near it. At the enemy's far, it will leap as it slams.
Yes, it's coming. It's a totem coming for you.
Oh my god, that is amazing. I want to use this. Fuck. If only I was a melee build now, I wish. Whatever. Withering Touch, we saw that. Shaper Strongholds, we saw. 26-ish new unique items. What's with the ish? What is that supposed to mean?
Which one?
Oh, are they saying 26-ish new unique items because one of them is a rework or something?
I don't know. The ish is very suspicious. I mean, so it means like maybe it's like maybe they're counting like the ones that have like multiple variations. So let's say there's a unique with 5 variations.
Yeah, okay.
It's only one real. It's actually only one unique. It just has 5 versions.
I guess.
So
okay.
It's 26-ish. That's my guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think your theory makes more sense than mine. New system to handle high-level players making with low-level party members. Oh yeah, the leveling thing. We saw that. Shadow Point Light they showed. Water simulation they shown. Water keeps on looking better over time. The ground still looks like some fucking spray paint or whatever. But hey, the water's really cool. Shame you can't get into it. They're just all preparing this for the water temple. It's gonna be a water temple level.
I'm waiting for the water temple, dude.
Add a new tooltip. Shows currently equipped. Oh yeah, I saw that tooltip. That's a cool tooltip.
Yeah.
Okay, minor new content. A new vendor recipe.
That's got to be a unique. I'm calling it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or it is the 3 boot combo.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could see it being the different boots or the different like uniques that have different versions. Has anyone ever ever vendored 5 or all the impresences, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
Don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, maybe so. I mean, probably somebody has, but it probably didn't work. That's why we never heard about it.
Yeah. 3 new faded unique prophecies. Did we see all the 3? I remember
No,
2. We Chabber
2.
and the helmet.
We've only seen 2. There's
So
one
there's...
more.
Oh no, wait. No, we know what the third one is. The third one is the chest there that the guy did on Reddit that he was trying
The
to be
shit
niche
chest?
and like it ended up being too niche and so he got a faded done.
Yeah, I was guessing it's that thing, the
Look-
chase unique that was so dog shit that it's a faded version. to
Because
not be
he
there.
confirmed it. Like he said as a kind of mini
he did.
spoiler, he was like, "Yeah, they're doing this. Like I can't tell you guys what it is, but I can tell you that they're making this and like because they let me in the process of making the faded version." So
hopefully he gets a unique that isn't shit.
yeah, no, I hope so too. But yeah, so that we do know what all 3 are then.
We just don't know what
22
the
new
third one
lab
is.
enchantments, including 2 for existing skills. Okay, so I don't know what the 2 for existing are, but
Yeah.
I'd guess it's along with some of the skill reworks. It's usually what they are.
My guess is Caustic Arrow and Static Strike.
Very possible, yeah. Oh yeah, because they're well they function a bit differently. There's also maybe an Ancestral War Chief one because of all Ancestral War
Maybe.
Chief, and they might have changed one for Flame Dash since Flame Dash now has inherently what was basically an enchant before with the cooldown recovery thing.
That
So-
sure could also have cooldown recovery now.
Okay, so updated some models, bunch of 3D art, visuals for some skills, league information panel, item filters, blah blah blah. Dialogue quests. You know, filter the passive tree, keystone notable, the new story glyph. You can hear the slaves in the slave pens talking to you
Yep.
now. Okay. Feeling Aura citizens now say things that will make you feel even worse for accidentally killing them. I like that. Cool.
That's a lie. I will not feel sorry for killing them.
The guy who opens the gate to Lana's watch now also says something. There are now children hanging out in Aura Square, the nice version. Go say hi. Okay. Boop. Fire traffic, explosive traffic, night vegetation, my frames.
Yep, rip your frames.
New buff icon for Reckon Surge, cool. Okay. So, chance to block checks the block spells will be reworked. Okay, so they said that. So now it's only you get flak block spells, you don't get conversion anymore.
Yep.
Now there's simply chance to block attack damage, attacks block spell damage. Okay. Wait. Does that mean that you can't block spells that don't deal damage?
I'm not sure.
Could you
Probably not.
before?
I have no clue.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know block mechanics that well.
Because the way I read this, the way it makes me read this is like, if it's like when a dude casts like Wither on you, you cannot block that. You are getting affected by the spell. Well, actually, there's an easy way to tell. Could you block curses?
What?
Could you block curses? I believe you could not, right?
Yeah, you cannot block it.
Okay, then you were always not able to block anything that was not damage. Okay, that makes more sense. Whoop. Okay, instant skills can now be used while moving. Yeah. A skill which is ordinarily instant, will be instant. If when usable while moving. Okay, if it's modified by a I'm sure now instant skills with cosmetics apply the order ordinarily change their own cast effect and use the default cast effect, this will be fixed. Okay, but where's the list of instant skills that can now be used by moving? Hoping it's later because it's not there right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, I tried to look, and they don't mention detonate mine. They might have taken it off. They might have been like, nah, too strong. Or we'll play the game and it's totally that way, and they're once again shit.
Yeah, well, it's mostly because here they just say instant skills can now be used while moving without defining any instant skills.
Oh, they do it later on. Under
Oh, they
skill
do it
balance,
later
they
on?
talk about which ones.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they don't say detonate mine, but they really don't say much.
Yeah, and then it's also, but it's still in the first post. Anyway, whatever. We'll see.
Yeah.
Secondary damage cannot be blocked, dodged, evaded, and spell blocked. Avoid interruption from stuns while casting. No effects actions that are not considered casting. Just throwing a trap, playing a mind. Okay. I didn't even know they did. But whatever, I guess it
Yeah.
was pretty minor.
Because no one ever took those nodes, really.
Yeah.
It's like there's only like 2 nodes in the tree that do it.
Repeatedly weapon suffix is now limited to once every 250 ms. No. Rip that though.
AKA yeah, that stupid hardbound loop build.
Base throw time has been raised to 0.6 seconds from 0.5. Okay.
This is a joke. That is such a joke. That is such a minor nerf to throw speed.
Yeah. But throw speed was never really the issue for traps, was it even? I mean, you
it
get so
is.
much throw speed, like with Ascendancy and
Yeah.
Tree and all that.
Basically, the only big nerf is going to be Cluster Trap getting nerfed by 1 trap. That is the actual. Everything else is not enough to make anybody care.
Okay, so the auto targeting done by single turn melee attacks such as heavy strike or molten strike now targets enemies within a wider area based on the total range of your attack. With the targeting goes by okay, so increased better targeting again. I'm glad that they didn't just give up. Yeah, well, yeah, but it's because they did their first upgrade for targeting name lock stuff. Was it 2 patches ago? Yeah, it was 2 patches ago, right?
I think it was either 2 or 3.
But yeah, so I'm glad that they're still doing it.
Yeah, they went even further. Look at the next one.
The following melee does not get additional melee weapons every 7 levels. So 1 extra unit of targeting, because it's 3 melee range for 1 extra unit at 21. Dual strike, elemental hit, 20 attack, one strike, 100, blah 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 blah.
All of them basic. All the name locking things, basically.
Yeah. Wait.
All of them.
Ancestral Protector? Or wasn't?
Yeah.
Isn't
Ancestral
that a totem?
Protector. Yes.
That's
But
not
the
name
totem
locking.
only. Yeah, it is because it's only
Oh,
attached to target.
okay, yeah, the totem AI they're talking.
Yeah.
It's like your place because your placement range is
Doesn't
not
matter.
is okay. Okay, falling skills are instant by default. Blood Rage, Righteous Fire, Molten Shell, Haste, Vitality. Okay, so all the auras, Convocation, Vanish, Heralds, Phase Run. Wait, not the new Heralds? That's so.
Yeah. See what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think this list is complete. Like, they just were like trying to think of the shit off the top of their head, and they just forgot a bunch.
Like, we've had heralds in this game for many, many years, and we think that we should improve these heralds by making them instant to cast. Oh, actually, no, I could see, I understand. They don't put the new heralds because the fallen skills are now instant by default, and then I guess the new ones are already going to be instant by default, so it's not a change.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess you can look at it that way.
But still, yeah, Deadline Mine's not there.
Yeah,
So weird.
I mean, the only thing I can think of, they're thinking from a balance point of view, like somehow being able to spam it while moving would be too strong.
But it has an internal cooldown. It's
Yeah,
not like you
I know.
can
So I'm
spam
like,
Deadline
oh.
Mines.
Yeah,
it's
that's
still
like confused.
Whatever.
Or like I said, it could be that it is that way. And once again, GG. I mean, GG is known for missing shit in their own patch. Like we're gonna see like 5 updates before the end of the night.
Yeah. I'll have some sort of cooldown. Well, yeah, that makes sense because else you'd be able to kind of stupidly spam spellcasting. Cannot be supported by Spell Echo. Would not be cast. No, you won't cast it a second time through the Echoing Shrine, but that lets you cast everything twice. Vol Soul gain prevention time is now modified by modifier skill duration. Yeah, we saw that. They no longer wander around as much as they used to while you're idle. Okay. They reworked down blow, static strike, caustic arrow. We already saw the down blow changes. Is there anything else? Is there anything new?
Static strike is 100% new. They never talked about that they were reworking static
No,
strike.
yeah, sorry, my bad. I meant for down blow. Like, is there anything new in the down blow thing?
Only thing that is confirmed that it will never be higher than 9, 3, and 1. That
Okay.
is what it is. It just gets more damage.
Okay. Okay, so static strike. Now you gain a buff which causes you to frequently hit nearby enemies with beams, dealing attack damage. The beams do more damage while you're moving than while you're stationary. The buff can stack up to 3 times, increasing the frequency with which the beam strikes. Okay. 146% of base damage. 60% less damage while stationary, 40% less while moving. Drops slightly as a gem level, so we don't know what it is at max level yet. I'm guessing like, I don't know, 50-30?
10? Yeah, probably. I'm guessing 50-30 is the best.
Up to 4 targets at gem level 1, up to 6. Okay, cool. Base duration buff is 4 seconds. You increase the beam's low striking frequency by 10%. How many can you have? So 3 times. So you can have 30% faster, and a base is 0.4. So what's 30% faster? Like 0.53?
No. Look, yeah, it might be. Let's find out. I take a 0.4 times about, what is it? 0.3, 30%?
Yeah.
It's point, yeah, it's point. It would be like 52.
Okay, yeah, 0.53. It wasn't far.
Or it would be the other way, actually, because that would make it longer to attack.
No. It's no. This is the frequency of attacks. It is supposed to be higher.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
it's higher. Then it's the frequency. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it would be. So you get one every
half second, essentially.
Basically 2. Yeah, you get 2 every half second. You get 2 a second, which isn't bad.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the damage, and if they hit 6 targets, that means you're hitting 6. Means you're hitting up to 12 targets a second. It's pretty good. That's gonna be nice. Okay. Caustic arrow changes we know. I think Alastiir is gonna be very interesting for like run through.
Yeah,
builds.
that's what I think is. Yeah, I think it's gonna be amazing for run through builds. Just like just like get 3 and that. It's gonna be almost like a named lock, shorter, not as stupid Blade Vortex, and it's not a spell.
What's gonna be interesting to see here is, does refreshing the 3rd stack keep you at 3 like Reeve, or is it individual stacks that go down individually?
That is a good question.
Because if it's 3 like Reeve, then the playstyle is gonna be kind of a move forward, hit 1, like, so like get 3 stacks, and then you're not gonna want multi-strike. You're not gonna care about multi-strike because you're just gonna be like move forward, hit, move forward, hit, move forward, hit, move forward, hit, only once to just maintain 3.
In this one, it's either you're gonna go faster attacks or you're just going to be putting out 5 DPS jewels, like 5 DPS support gems. Yeah. That's all you're gonna use.
Base damage increased by 25% at all gem levels for Fire Nova Mine. Wow.
Oh, the next one's even more spooky to me.
Initial explosion increased by 40%. Base damage over time goes 20% on it. That's a lot of damage for Fire Trap.
Fire Trap, people were already saying was stupidly OP boss killer. Because if it's 200% like damage effectiveness, they didn't nerf the damage effectiveness, they just gave it more damage. So like Fire Trap is going to hit like a Mack truck. Like just straight up a Mack truck. Like I do not get that change. Like Fire Trap, like everyone's like, oh, but it didn't clear as fast. It cleared fast enough. When you one-shot everything, it clears fast.
Yeah. Every single trap has been buffed?
Yep, all of them.
Except for the fancy traps. The fancy schmancy traps.
Yeah, the fancy traps are, because they were already fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And honestly, they don't matter because even if all they would have is the 0.1 second longer throw time. Because they have an 8-second cooldown with 3 charges. Who gives a shit how fucking like anything else?
Alright. It's okay. Cool. Traps buffed. Frost Bomb, nice for Hologram Masters. Shield Charge, we saw the 3 distinct sections. Weapons based attack now affects the start and end, and movement speed increases the global attack speed now affect the middle. So basically it's slowed. To help compensate for this loss of movement speed for most characters, against almost any movement speed as the gem levels up. So it's got 20% increased movement speed.
Yeah.
So
It
Basically, we just have to
lost
see.
nothing. Yeah, it basically lost nothing. It just means don't use Brightbeak. Who gives a shit? You just have to level it now, and it will be.
Well, base cast time lower to 0.7 seconds, so a bit faster. Range increase by 20%. 4% increase cooldown for gem level. That's a lot of cooldown recovery. 76%. That's a lot. And
Yeah,
1%.
it's
Was piercing 1% cast speed.
96% at 20 quality.
Yeah, I've not. I actually think I preferred the cast speed quality personally.
I think it feels better by a lot. Because 0.7 is still pretty slow.
Yeah, that's why I think I would have liked the 10% cast speed personally. But I guess it's just it's kind of to bring it in line where you put it with
No.
faster casting because you put attacks with faster
The
attacks.
thing is, though, that means is with 20 quality, you are breaching a cooldown is every 1.5 seconds. But almost. It's almost 100% reduction. So it'd be down to, and then the cooldown is 3 seconds. So it'd be almost 1.5 seconds. Which isn't terrible, but I don't know why you'd still use it over shield charge. Or the whirl.
Oh, it's nice quality of life for pure wonders.
It is.
So.
And I think the biggest change for Flame Dash is the fact that Phase Run is one of the instant skills. Because I think Flame Dash will carry the rest. Like if you want to go staves or some shit.
Yeah. And Lightning Warp, no, just a buff for early. That's nice. And a bit of a buff from late. But
Still can't be used with anything that uses increased duration. At all.
Yep.
SRS, Blade Vortex, whatever. Never using Lightning.
Yeah, but those builds didn't use Lightning Warp anyway.
No. They use shield charge.
Yeah. Rain of Arrows now includes a projectile tag. Okay.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Because it didn't before, so that's gonna help its damage a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
More scaling options.
Base range reduced by 20% for Sunder, and explosion radius reduced to 15. One gem level later than previously, so just all over the nerf of just the progression of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a nerf, but I don't think it's the end of the world nerf, so it should be okay.
Okay, KB. We saw the KB changes. Nothing new. Orb Storms can now be cast by other shit. Okay.
Yes.
Gas and damage taken.
Orb, dude, Totem Orb of Storm, just for no apparent reason. Just
Okay.
casting it.
Cast when damage taken. Totem. Orb of Storms that then curse on hits. For the curse. So you need a 6 link for your curse on hit setup.
Exactly. Worth it. Actually, no, because you can't trigger a totem.
Oh,
99% sure.
Okay. Trap totem.
Can't do
Orb
that
of Storm.
either.
Wait, you can't? I swear there's a way to. I swear there's another way to launch a totem.
Now, if you wanted to be crazy, it would be mines to trap or trap to mine to totem to Orb of Storm.
Oh, can you mine a totem but not trap a totem?
Yes.
That's so
no,
dumb.
it doesn't matter. It's the order. Like you would throw the trap, which turns into, or no, you would throw a mine, or you lay a mine that turns into a trap, that then would turn into a totem.
Wait, I thought you
the order.
I thought you just said you couldn't throw a totem trap.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you can't. Well, the totem doesn't get thrown; it just sits there, because the mine lays a trap, and then when the trap goes off, it would make a totem.
Okay. So you can throw a totem trap.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, you can lay a totem trap. Because it doesn't move, like I said. You did. Yeah. It's not like the trap flies in mine.
The important part here is you can put down a mine that you detonate into a trap that will then explode into a totem that will then cast orb of storms that they will then curse on hit.
Yes, you
Good.
could do that.
All right,
It
that's
would
all I
take a
want.
6-link, but you could do it with 1 curse.
Mine trap, totem, orb storm, curse on hit, and the curse. No, take a 7-link actually.
See, totem, mine, thing. Or wait, it'd be mine, totem or trap, totem, orb of storms, curse on hit,
Oh yeah, no, it
and
would be
then
6.
a curse. 6-link.
Yeah. All right. Molten
This is a good discussion.
Shell. Yeah, this is very, very important. This establishes what we're playing in Dome. Establishes if you're going 6-link Orb of Storms.
It has negative damage.
Yes. Mana cost increased to 12 and 20. Okay, so just early
Fair.
increased mana cost. Yeah, sure.
It needs it.
To not be free, basically. No deals.
Yeah, well, it's because it's
70%
gonna be
more
so good now with instant cast Molten Shell. Like, I see a lot of builds using Molten Shell going for it because why would you not?
So Aftershock deals more damage now.
Yep.
With hits and ailments. What do you mean as opposed to every form of damage? What other form of damage is there? Degen? But Aftershock didn't do a degen. I don't get it.
No, I think it was. Let me look at the Earthquake gem. I think it was like a weird disparage, like between Earthquake on its explosion hit and its ailment hit.
Oh, okay. Is that what it was? I'm just gonna look it up.
I'm looking at Earthquake. Like, what is it? One of those weird ones
Aftershock
where
deals
it's like,
no, it just says deals 50 to 69% more damage. So I guess it was just globally 50 to 69% more damage, and now they're specifying more damage with hits and ailments.
Yeah, probably, and
So
it's now 70 instead of 69
yeah.
at level 1, and it just stays at 70.
Yeah, so EQ's
nice.
EQ's nicer earlier and basically the same endgame.
Yeah.
Forest Fire. Okay, now it does use ES before life. That's good. That means I can actually
It's good in low life.
use it basically, which is interesting for me.
Yeah.
Vulnerable Chelna has a slogan duration of 7 from 5, and Clarity of 14 from 12. Multiple traps now cost support deals 50% less damage level 1 from 40%, 31% from 20%. So 10% less damage from multiple traps. Cluster traps, so there's 1 less. And where did the mine one go?
I wonder. Either they changed their mind, or they forgot it. One or the other.
The post was yesterday.
Yeah.
It's literally less than 24 hours in between a manifesto and patch notes that contradict it. The other thing, it's like, okay, that was like a week and a half ago. You know, you guys talked about instant skills. Maybe you weren't sure. Maybe you forgot. Okay, whatever. This is literally like, it could have been the same day, you know?
But the weird thing about it now is like Cluster Trap is now basically multi-trap, except it throws it in a different pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's literally the only difference between multi-trap and Cluster Trap, except Cluster Trap has a higher multiplier and a higher damage penalty.
Wait. No. The difference is multiple traps says you can only have up to 3 additional traps placed at a time.
Yeah, you get the 2 additional traps.
So
meaning if you can throw out 20 traps, like it's Cluster Trap is better for a preload.
Yeah, but that's it. Like that's never relevant.
And like I said, and it has a worse penalty because it's 36 instead of 31. And it's a 150 multiplier compared to a 140 multiplier.
Yeah, so it's actually so you'd even have to see, are the 2 additional traps? No, they're not. There's definitely no way. There's no way the 2 additional traps are gonna make up for 15% less damage on every single other trap.
Yeah.
So multiple traps is just now automatically better.
And you get it at 8 instead of 38.
And it also costs less mana. The cluster traps multiplier is 150 and multiple traps
Mhm.
is 140. So yeah,
Yeah, with this change, there's no reason to use cluster trap other than you like the
other
pattern.
than
But who gives a shit?
the quality though. The quality will give you 10% increased trap damage. The other one just says trap trigger area of effect.
That might be the only good thing about
But
it.
even then, if it's
Actually,
just the damage, still is the damage is the
no.
10% increase going to be good enough to deal with the 15% less damage?
And honestly, I rather, unless you're playing a Sabo, I rather have the trigger radius. That way they all go off.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
yeah,
well,
I mean,
goodbye cluster traps.
yeah,
You had your time. Multiple traps
goodbye.
it is now. Wait, no. Multiple traps is the one that got the damage nerfed.
Yeah, it's now 50
The 31.
and
So
goes down to
it's now
31.
only a 5% less.
5%, yeah.
Okay, no, my bad. I was still looking at the old stuff. Okay.
Oh,
So yeah, so it's 5% less damage, 2 less traps. And you get AoE instead of damage. Okay, maybe it's not as clear cut. Maybe you can still think of using like cluster traps over multiple traps.
yeah.
It's gonna be some
Yeah,
math.
it's
Alright,
just-
you just have to do the math.
But it's like also, like, to me, it's really silly thinking multiple traps is level 8, cluster trap is 38.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like such a marginal difference. Like I said, it's a better pattern than multi traps, but with enough trap trigger radius or playing Saboteur, not gonna matter.
Mm-hmm. Alright, vicious projectiles we saw. We worked the early Templar and Witch passive tree. Blah blah blah. Tempo starts upper path has been reworked. Okay, let me actually open up a passive tree here. I'll just go PoE passive tree.
Oh yeah, I better open the passive tree too. Here comes the shit. This is where I stopped with the the support gems.
Okay, so Templar starts upper path has been reworked. 2 first passive skills now provide increased damage rather than increased elemental damage. Okay,
Hooray!
so these two. Snowball now also causes minions to deal 10% increased damage. And no, wait. The melee damage passive skills on the lower arc of the upper strength replace increased attack damage and increased minion damage passives. Okay, so now basically you go top if you want just global damage, bottom if you want attack damage, and minion damage.
Yeah, if you want the minion damage, you go bottom. Because that's really what counts.
So retribution now
Which is the note at the end.
grants 40% increased damage. So global, and it also is a buff for minions. So okay. So
Yep.
That's nice. This is a buff to all the things that weren't directly affected by like spell or melee. So like degens notably.
Yeah. It's better degen damage.
It also double dips for stuff that like ignite and whatnot. Small passes in the Amplify cluster now grant 10% area damage. Okay, where's the Amplify cluster? Amplify.
It's the AoE node.
Oh, that thing. Okay. So the smalls used to just give like 8% AoE. Now grant 10% increased area damage. 8. New passive connected to Amplify node will grant 10% increased area effect damage. And allows players to exit north towards the Galvanic Hammer cluster?
It's the mace node right to
Okay,
the left of it.
So basically it's going to be like amplifies in the center, and then you go...
It's an interesting change though. I mean, that cluster I have looked at so many times when playing temp, like if I was going to play like a mace build, because the nodes are fantastic. It's just its placement was complete dog shit.
Okay,
like
so...
the 2 points wasn't worth it.
There's a problem here, as one would expect with GGG patch notes. It says the small passes now grant 10% increased area damage up from 8%. They never gave that. They gave 8% area of effect. Not damage.
Yeah, you're right.
So, what do they do now? Are they giving 10% increased area of effect up from 8? Or are they giving 10% increased area damage, no longer giving AoE?
That'd be interesting, actually, if this is all just AoE damage, but no AoE scaling, and only the witch got bigger AoE.
So further
I don't
fuck
think it's
AoE
right.
that's already horrible.
Yeah, it's like I don't think it's probably GGG's bad.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna assume they just fucked up and they meant
Yep.
area effect.
Yeah, right.
So, good connection. It's always cool finding connections. There's a new passive connected to the Righteous Decree notable against 5% increased maximum mana, 3% reduced maximum mana, reduced mana cost of skills, and allows players to exit south towards the Sanctuary player.
So which
Sanctuary.
that's devotion, endurance, faith and
Where's
steel.
Wait, where's Righteous Decree?
Righteous Decree is the mana node that I was going.
Oh, okay.
The one
Yeah.
that's 20% mana and 6% reduce.
Yeah. So it's basic. Okay, so it's the same thing as Amplify, where it's kind of going to be in the center, and now there's 3 things around it,
Oh.
and it lets you go bottom left.
And it allows you to get the block nodes.
Yeah. I guess for the 3 guys that get those nodes.
Like I said, once again, it's like those nodes were never bad. They were in a bad spot. So hey, it's a nice buff.
Yeah.
It's not going to be used, but it's a nice buff.
Elementals catalyze light divinity causes them emerge into one unholy cluster.
The unholy doom cluster.
Small spell damage and weapon elemental replaced with elemental damage passive.
Hallelujah.
Elementals catalyze and light of divinity.
It's the triple
It's the-
doomsday cluster.
Okay, yeah,
It's
See.
the wed, cast speed, like spell damage one, and the elemental. And
So now it's
shotgun,
one
all the rest.
huge weird ass looking cluster there.
Yep.
That is gonna be
clusterfuck.
very odd. I'm imagining it's gonna be the same as the shadow stuff, like the new triple cluster circles.
Yeah,
in the
probably
shows.
gonna look like that, except probably uglier.
This is gonna be weird. Okay. Catalyze has been renamed Divine Fervor and tops of 24 wed, 10 strength, and it also grants melee crit strike chance. And damage with weapons, 3% Ellie pen. Further
That node is
making
now fucking amazing.
3.5 better fucking address Inquisitor, because I swear with every passing patch there is
Yeah.
less and less of a reason for that thing to exist.
Fucking Inquisitors is dog shit. This is getting worse and worse. It's just like, just keep adding more pen. Fuck it.
Alright, Elemental has been in the Holy Dominion, in addition to 12 all-res, 12 increased elemental up
What?
to 10, and now grants 12% increased global fizz. So hey, here's a buff to everyone who converts fizz to Ellie.
Yeah,
Because
it's like,
we've found that people playing physical builds converting to elemental are lacking in the damage department. So here's increasing your damage on the passive tree.
I mean, think about how good that node is now. It's like, hey, it's global fizz, elemental damage,
Chance to freeze shock,
and ignite,
and 36
12 all res
36 res, yeah.
for 1 point. Enjoy.
Plus everything around is also now just generic elemental damage, not just
Yeah.
weapon elemental damage. Which is also
it's
nice.
like, cool.
Small passes leading to Holy Divinity now grant 10% elemental damage up to 8. From 8, Holy Divinity now grants 7% increased light radius down from 20. No, my light radius!
Yep.
They nerfed my light radius build. 20% increased crit chance. Oh, so it also gives crit now.
Crit now. Yeah, spell crit.
On top of the stuff that it used to
Yeah.
give.
Yeah, which is nice.
I mean, I'm okay with these changes. Not gonna lie.
20 crit.
I mean, Light of Divinity, Elementalist, and Catalyze were nodes that you passed through, and you're like, cool, it gives me more than 10 int, but you never really cared that much about them.
Yeah.
So
All
this
I
is
cared
nice.
about was Only one I cared about was Elementalist. I always thought the node was fine. It did everything you would want in a node. It gave you damage and all res.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing, right? It's just nice. It's not. It's like it's nice in the same way that Deep Wisdom is nice, you know, and like, cool, you get some yes, some man, and some int, but like,
oh boy.
if you don't happen to pass through there, you don't really. It's not like you're gonna ever go out of your way to take it.
Yeah, you never did. Yeah. Oh look, the Bermuda Triangle got buffed.
Elemental damage doesn't still I got 8% increased elemental damage from 6. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. The small nodes did really suck.
They were. That's why that group was so shit, and most people never thought. It's like, yeah, dude, it's because 6 is so bad.
Yeah, it's like they buff the notables to make them good, but like they still take so much to pass through it that it's like, ugh.
It's still bad pathing. I
Yeah.
mean, no matter what. But at least it's a better group now.
So now there's a new cluster just north of that. So under ancestral bond. So is it gonna be linked to the start of ancestral bond? I'm guessing.
It's gonna be under it. Or I'm guessing it's gonna be
Increasing
directly,
reduction to
like,
minion
in
damage
between.
also affect you. That's a really strong node.
That's called get fucked Scourge.
Yeah. Yeah, for all the people who are playing on the right side of the tree.
Yeah, it's like wonk wonk. I don't need Scourge Claw anymore.
The Puppet
Fucking
Master and
rock
Heart of
that
Flock
node.
mini clusters immediately north of Templar Star have been renamed to Sacrifice, whatever renames. Sack cluster now grants 30 down from 36 max minion life.
Okay.
Minion ally resistance regen infinite.
Which one was that supposed to
split
be?
Sacrifice? Isn't that the one in the
Oh,
witch?
I
like
see.
top?
I see. I see.
No,
what
wait.
you did.
Where is
Okay,
it?
I get it now.
I don't see it.
Which one?
Oh no, it's they renamed it, right?
Yeah, they renamed it. It's
The
okay,
Puppet
so-
Master is Sacrifice. So
Yeah, it's Sacrifice. Because before it was 10, 10, 16. Now it's going to be 10, 10, and 10, but also give you 50% minion,
and then
the
thing.
all rest, the regen, the fucking per second, and 0.5 regen per second.
The
split across
additional-
3 passive and notables.
Okay, so additional zombie and skeleton have been moved to Death Attunement, north of which is I'm just gonna search for it.
Which 100,
Oh yeah,
which
that
100%
one here.
makes sense.
Yeah. So wait,
Like,
does that
I
one?
really like that. I really like that change.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Well, no, to me, it's just like thematically makes more sense because like Templar is not supposed to be like a necromancer using zombies and skeletons and shit.
Mhm.
They're supposed to be like using like holy warriors of light, so they got rid of all the zombie shit and it's just pure fucking minion damage.
Cool. So spiritual command is that this one? You heard the flock. So that's the one
Yeah.
that you just took the 1 point node for the dude bro.
Please. Yep.
Now grants total 42% increase in damage, 7% attack speed, 7% cast speed, 20% all causes increase in reduction to minion attack speed also affect you.
That is so overpowered, by the way.
Yeah, wait, is that okay? So
They
That
do not know what they're
dude.
doing.
that makes Mistress of Sacrifice the single best node that has been like
Zoom.
now I would honestly see like caster builds that aren't using minions go Mistress of Sacrifice because of
Yeah,
the
'cause-
pure amount of bullshit that those will give you. Like the double dipping of when you use a sack, not only does it give you half of its effects, it gives you actually 150% of its effects if you go to get both the increases to damage affect you and the attack speed cast speed affect you. Oh, it's just attack speed affect you.
The thing is, though, the reason why that's zoom is shield charge. They remember global attack speed still works.
Yeah.
So that means you literally pop Mistress of Sacrifice and just zoom all day. Let alone if you're actually playing like a Scourge Claw build. Do you know how much attack speed you're getting? Actually
Yeah.
makes 0 sense. I'm like, why would like 100% makes it? If 50, I would have been like, oh, okay, I can see 50. 100% of the minions attack speed. I'm like, what?
Oh.
And
Okay,
then
well that's
it's
pretty
like-
ridiculous.
Yeah, those nodes are actually. It almost makes me want to play like a Necro, like Dom below shenanigans build, and
Mhm.
just zoom.
Yeah, so Heard of the Flock and Puppet Master are just really good things right now. So what's going to be interesting is seeing which node, is it only the notable that has the life regen? Because that turns a friendly 1 point anime guardian investment into 3 for those builds that used it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the reverse, because you're only getting because the sacrifice cluster now has the life regen.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is because if you happen to pass, because the whole point, the whole nice thing about this this section was if you're pathing their Templar, you just grab the 1 point to get the 1.5% life regen, and that was generally good enough for Reanimate Guardian. But if it's only on the notable now of the Sacrifice, which is used to be Puppet Master, then no matter what, you're looking at least 3 points if you're just looking for a casual Animate Guardian. Now, granted, he'll be way tankier, but still.
Looking at it, it says minions regenerate 3% or 3% life per second and 0.5 life regen per second. That's yours. Split it called the 3 small passes and the notable. So the odds are it's going to be like something like either it's going to be 1, 1, and 1.
Or 0.5, 0.5, and 2.
0.5 and 2, yeah.
Okay.
Or some combo of that. So I mean, you'll get a little bit. I don't know if you're not going to get the full 1.5 for 1.
Yeah. Well, they don't say split necessarily evenly. Like it could straight up be, you know, they're giving like a max life, and then minion regen, and then a notable or something. Anyway, we'll see that, but it's interesting. It's that's really more like it doesn't affect that many people because not that many people did Animate Guardian like +1s anymore. But it is a small change. Like it's something to consider. Second passive on the right. Path of which turn against 8% increased maximum life in addition to 12% increased maximum energy shield. Okay.
Interesting.
Cool. Leftmost starting cluster now against 4% increased attack speed for passive up from 4.
Thank you. Fucking god, it made no sense why those nodes were so much shittier than Shadows.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still shittier than Shadow because Shadow also gets attack speed, but they're at least now passable.
Yeah. Mana regen the right hand arc starting cluster have been replaced by minion damage, minion blah. Okay, so yeah, they said that, but where did they go? Oh, they went. I guess it's gonna be
the
later.
Right starting cluster. No, it's where the mana globes are now. So you'll get like the 14 energy shield regen, then 12% max ES, 8% minion life, and then the mana nodes, the 8% max mana and 10% mana regen. Those will be now minion and attack speed and cast speed.
Yeah. But they said they were moving the mana, so I'm guessing one of these next lines is going to be where it's gone.
I'm guessing.
Cultist Dominion notable has renamed to Arcanist Dominion against 5% increased cast speed up from 4. Lord of the Dead notable also against 30% increased minion accuracy rating. That is very big.
Great. That's amazing.
So Lord of the Dead is, well, already was kind of a take, but I guess now it's just like you can't skip it. There you go. New mana clusters above the Deep Wisdom notable, which grants 31% increased maximum mana. Wait, so how much was it before? It was 8, 16, it was 24. So that's 7% more. 20% increased mana regen rate. Did it used to give? Yeah, it used to give 30%. So less mana regen rate. 20% increased mana recovery from flash that was not there, and 2 mana regenerate per second.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, I mean, that's really good.
That's really good.
Really good.
Yeah, especially because it's a 3-pointer.
Yeah, it's like that note is 100% being taken. Like, there's no way in hell I'm not taking that note.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. Northmost small passive of the Arcane Focus Cluster now also grants 5% increased mana regeneration rate. Okay.
Sure.
Whatever. Firewalker, Learning Walker, 20% up from 18, cool. 12% up from 10, cool. Elemental damage passes, they either like 10% up from 8. That's nice.
That's a good buff to that area.
Yeah.
I mean, no one ever took it because it was so bad. It was
exactly.
Enough
it's another Celestial Judgment, Celestial Punishment kind of wheel where the individual points were just not really great. So it's good that they're buffing the small ones.
That makes sense.
Grave Intentions now grants +2. Yeah, that's just a change. That's just a move to ones from Templar.
Yeah, the one from Templar had to
Small
go somewhere.
area effect passes and blast radius can now grant 10% increased area effect up from 8. So here they didn't fuck up.
Yep.
So.
Which is good. I mean, 2%. That's an extra
4% AoE.
4% at the end, which is whatever. Take whatever.
Unless they removed 16% from the other side, because we still don't know technically if it was a fuck up or like we don't know on which level it was a fuck up.
How can you nerf AoE more? It's already bad.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. Alright, we've added new clusters to the passive tree, focusing on expanding affecting the utility of war cries, okay, the words of glory. increase work duration, cooldown recovery, buff effect, cost no mana, 6% increased attack cost. 6%. I don't think it's gonna be worth going to take it. Not
It
for
depends
6%.
on where it is. Depends where it is. If it's a 1.0 that I can grab really
It's a
easy.
notable. It's the
Mm.
notable that grants you and your nearby ally. So it's going to be a minimum of 3. There's no such
3
thing as a
points.
notable
Yeah,
with less than 3.
it's not a keystone, which kind of fucks it.
No, this is a
Yeah,
notable.
you're
spending a point. Each point is giving everybody 2% attack and movement speed. I don't think that's not worth it. No.
Yeah, no.
Battle cry has been added near the unwavering stance. Keystone. Cool. War cries instant. Yay.
It offers that cooldown and increases war cry buff effect.
Yeah, maybe the buff
Not
effect. I hope the buff
good.
effect has to be good enough for it to matter. If not, then whatever.
Hey, the problem is, this could be really, it's good for rallying cry, but that's about it.
So fatal toxins is now split, increases chaos damage with attack skills, and lowers increased damage with poison. Rip fucking every single poison non-attack build, honestly.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. Increases damage with poison is down, but also grants increased chaos damage with attack skills.
I know. I'm just thinking of all the wither guys, not the wither, the blight guys. They're just like, hey, we just lost 50% damage. Lol. Get
Well,
fucked.
no, no, because it was poison, not pure chaos. It does nothing for them. It does actually nothing. They
Was
never
it
took
not?
those notes. Yeah, it was just poison damage. Blight is just chaos damage.
Is EB, not EB, what's it called? ED. Is ED not poison?
No, it's chaos.
Oh, okay. Alright, whatever, ignore me then.
Yeah, it's a nerf a little bit to poison, but not really because you're getting the chaos damage. So if you're hitting with pure chaos, it's better.
Yeah.
If you're not, it's worse. If you were playing a pure poison.
Mm-hmm. It synergizes better with the new poison notable. No, sorry, support gem.
Okay, it fucks it's a hit to Molten Strike poison, but whatever.
Master Fletcher in the passive skill loading now grounds, blah blah bow. Okay, I'm gonna start like boosting through this a bit faster. Just realized it's already been like an hour. I'm expecting someone in like half an hour to come over and hang out. So let's speed this up. Increased damage over time. Cool. Dirty techniques. Increased damage with poison. So lowered, but increased damage with attack skills. Okay, so it just seems like a general change like that overall. Increasing chaos damage with attack skills, lowering damage with poison to compensate.
Yeah.
Increased damage with elements from attack skills. Okay, aspect of the eagle, and it's also going to increase damage over time. Okay, so that's just
all of them
wording.
Are the same basically.
Sality,
all the wording.
The passives they have the same treatment and whatever, everything.
Yeah, everything.
We've reviewed the block passive skills and made some adjustments. Not gonna lie, I really don't care about any of this.
Yeah, so basically, block chance now gets 2 spell. Now grants 2% chance to block spells, along with the 6% Ellie res, so you're getting 4%.
Mm-hmm.
Spell block, but they no longer provide a chance to block attack damage.
But they went to Sanctuary.
Went to Sanctuary. The first passive, Mind Blaster. Now grants 40% increased block recovery, while the second grants 2% spell block. The Noble now grants 8% spell block. Wow. It's a little bit better, but I don't think anyone's taking it.
Yeah. First passive deflect 1%. Okay, cool. So they're adding small chances of block kind of in like a lot of different places.
Yeah, random places.
And staff. Lol, I read the word staff. I've already moved on.
Yeah,
to Pathfinder. I didn't know they were putting in a new weapon type this league. I hope they're good.
You see, so
Master Herbalist.
Yeah, we already seen the
we've already seen. Okay, nothing new.
The next one is
Guardian, Prayer of Glory. Okay, what's the new notable? Raiden Crusade. You and allies affected by aura skills deal 20% increased damage, 10% increase of effect for each summoned Sentinel of Purity, 10% more damage while you have at least one nearby ally. Herald of Purity has 40% increased buff effect, and summoned Sentinels of Purity have 50% increased area of effect.
What?
Okay.
Wait, what? Hey guys, I guess I'm taking that note. Why the fuck not? Hey, you and your ally deal more damage.
Yep.
And
And you have more AoE, which means your auras. Well, wait.
I get up to
Which one's
40%.
Sentinel of Purity again?
The one that summons 4 bros when you kill something.
Oh, right, but that means you have to kill something.
That's not hard. Just calling strike.
Yeah.
Weapon swap, calling strike, get the bros out.
You have 10% more damage no matter what. Herald of Purity. Well, the problem is then you have to run Herald. Wait, no. Do you have to run? Yeah, you do have to run Herald of Purity.
Yeah, but if we had to run, but whatever. I mean, I just had to find a way of fitting it in.
Summon
Someone
Sentinels of
said
Purity.
it'll appear.
5% increased AoE. Cool.
And there's a final node.
Wait. The thing that was leading to Prayer of Glory was just Work Hydration. Okay, so you just lost Work
Yeah.
Hydration, but who gives a shit? And then Unrivaled Crusade. Summon Sentinels, use Crusade Slam. Minions intimidate enemies for 4 seconds on a hit, and if you hit an enemy recently, you and your nearby allies regenerate 3% of life per second. I don't know.
The second node. Let me think about that. Some of the Sentinels can slam a JAMA. You have accuracy for minions. Cool. Minions intimidate on hit for 4 seconds. Cool. That means they can.
Deal more
Technically,
damage.
that means when
Everybody
well,
deals.
yeah. Everybody
Attack.
does more
deals more
attack.
damage.
Everyone who does attacks do more damage.
Yeah. And you
if
have a bit
hit
of life
an
regen.
enemy recently, yeah, and if you've hit an enemy recently, we will get 3% more life regen. I'm not taking that over the charges.
No, definitely not.
I will probably, if I can fit in the purity, the last purity, I would probably take Radiant Crusade. Because I mean, you and your ally, I mean, you're and your allies affected by
Yeah,
your aura skills.
I mean, it's literally
1
just
d1
what
reduced
it's just what
damage.
you're taking instead of Prayer of Glory. Like it's between that and the block, and this is just damage. I mean, it's not like all it is just it's for support. It's not that amazing. There's still we could make a debate, but it's just 20% increased
minute.
damage.
Trying to. Okay, no. I wonder though. I think. I'm hoping that the 10% increased area effect is just for me.
Yeah, it is. It is just for you.
Oh yeah, because it didn't say allies.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, can we just
Yeah.
have that too? Like,
Which
you know
actually,
how fun that would be.
which is actually why, honestly, the block still might be better. Because the only thing that node does is 20% increased damage. That is it.
This is still more damage.
Yeah, sure, but in any case,
The block is
for
good.
Mana Guardian, the 4th point is still pretty much useless.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, it might be worth, like you said, just taking the block node, just saying, who gives a shit?
Hmm.
Or I mean,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when we
Man,
get to Uber Lab
time
how
in
we're
need is
feeling.
just so bad. I mean, the biggest thing is I just don't know if I have the mana to afford another 25%.
No, I don't think so, honestly. Like, it's so tight if you're trying to run everything.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's worth looking at, but we'll see. I mean, the buff effect, the problem is if I was playing more of a minion focus, not 14 auras, this would make more sense.
Yeah, but you're not. So
But
it's
I'm
like-
not. I'm playing pure aura bot. I'm not doing like
yeah.
a combo minion build slash. I mean, it's a good node though. I like these two nodes. They're really
Yeah.
good, but it's totally different build.
They're fun, but they are strictly for a single build. It's like these two
Those
nodes
I actually might play.
could be fun. And I might try the poison equivalent with the agony stuff.
Yeah, that might be
when you
cool.
do that. Could do a bit of both.
Yeah,
So
I'm
it-
thinking of like doing Domblo with like the Dombro, the purity. Like I was gonna try to figure a way to get poison so I can have the agony do too, just like the minion army of just bullshit.
Yeah, that
that
does
just
sound fun.
comes out when I hit things.
I don't know. We're gonna definitely be able to make some fun builds
Yeah.
with this stuff.
Let's
Okay, so
see.
item
Next.
balance is all spell block.
All right, let me look. What happened?
I
Shaper
just-
Amethyst. Crap. Yeah, who cares? Moving on. Amazon no longer specifies that the primordial you must have to summon additional jewels. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because now you can-
you can use the neck.
Yes.
The next one is Shimmeron got fucked. Moving on.
Wait. Now deals 200 low charge. So it's easier to deal with a downside.
Yeah, but now it's everything. Meaning if your mines crit or your
Oh.
trap crit, you're taking that damage.
Okay. Goodbye, Shimmeron.
Yeah,
Bye.
goodbye, Shimmerons. Get fucked.
Hope Shredder kills you a bit less.
Interesting. It kills you a little less, but the biggest thing is the next line. It now has 15 to 25% increase.
Yeah, that's a big
That is
DPS buff.
huge. Yeah, that was its problem. It was such a fucking slow bow.
Yeah. Cool.
Let me look. Let me see everything it would go from. So it goes from a 1.3. What's the bonus? You get damage for frenzy charge, ailment, leech. It's definitely a lot more interesting now. Like it's gonna be over a 400 DPS bow.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, moving on. Let's see. Nebulok, 200. That's it.
Also, yeah, combat focus now causes elemental hit to deal 50% damage. Less damage of the
Okay.
prevented element, including damage that gets converted from.
Yeah.
So you now convert 50% less.
Yeah. 50% less. Which, cool.
Is that enough?
Yeah, it's just gonna deal 33% less damage of infinity damage. Like, okay, fine. It does 33% less damage than what it has now because remember, you're taking out. But it already did like 10 million damage. Who gives a shit? Fine. I still do more damage than everybody.
Mm-hmm. Blood of corruption, gluttony of elements, now it's like 14 of 16. Cool.
I still like that neck, but not getting used.
Yeah. Oh, it's everything else. It's just to block the spell damage. Blah, blah, blah.
Reckless, blah,
Receive
blah,
the
blah.
day to Kateva the resistance penalty. The lava ground from the Karoo rebels and X still had 40% less damage. Thank God that
Thank
lava
you.
ground had it's so fucking hard.
It
Yokohama's
burns.
Vanguard, less damage to scorching ray totems. Fuck
Thank
yes. When I explode into second projectile, the hit a target or not. Okay. That's nice. Those first fire mobs when you got into tactics were like, holy shit, why is everything
They
hitting
hurt.
so hard?
They hit so fucking hard.
Okay.
Xenomod's been updated.
The maps that she offers once per tier, that's cool.
That's like huge. Great for solo self-found.
The maximum tier of maps she can now offer as part of a mission is tier 16. So you can now have Guardian dailies? Am I understanding right?
The maps she offers are always the same tier of the map you are currently in or one higher. This selection can include shaped maps. The maximum tier of maps she can now offer as part of a mission is tier 16. I think what they're trying to say is you will get one of every map up to tier 16. Like you'll just always get one map. So basically, the first map you do as part of the quest chain, you'll get a refund. Like guaranteed. Which makes sense. Basically, it's like, okay, you're doing this map for the quest. It's going to tell you to go to what map. So, like, okay, if you do it, we'll just give you another map of your choice. Which is
Wait. Okay, so I may be completely misreading this. But the Sana's missions have been updated. Isn't that when you just randomly cross her? Because I feel like what this is saying is that now, when you randomly encounter her in a map, instead of just opening a portal to a random thing, she will now offer a selection of different maps and mission types for you to choose from. And you, instead of having random +1 or -1s, you're always going to be in the tier you are. Selection can include shape maps, and the maximum tier of maps she can now offer as part of a mission is tier 16. Because the main line that makes me think this is the selection can include shape maps. Because if we're talking about quest rewards, there is no such thing as a shaped map quest reward.
I guess you could get. I guess so. They're gonna change Zana random missions to you could have Guardian maps.
You now choose the mission ish when you cross her. And because additionally with the next line that we've added a bunch of new mission types that were previous League mechanics such as breach into her mission. So it's like now when you cross her, it's kind of like as if you cross what's her name, Tora, and you're like, hey, she's like, hey, do you want to hunt some monsters or go into a den? You'd be like, I'll do the den, or I'll do timed, or I'll do kill boss, or I'll do kill monsters. So I'm not 100% sure, but that's kind of how I'm reading this.
Yeah, that might be it. And if that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. But my only problem with this is, what does that do with Untainted Paradise? Because her random missions are now the only way for that map to exist in the game. So does that mean we might randomly get a choice of Untainted Paradise? Where does it go?
Wait, what was that? Sorry.
I was saying,
going to.
no, I was saying, what does that do with Untainted Paradise though?
Tier 16 Untainted Paradise, the best experience of your life.
Is it though? I don't know, but it's.
I would probably. I mean, that map's a joke, and we have 400% experience of T16. Shit, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, no, I'm curious. It's either that or it's gone.
Or it's a set level. It's just like set to tropical island or some shit.
Yeah, maybe. Which would then mean that chain opening and running a certain tier to find Zana becomes a new strategy for Untainted Paradise.
Yeah,
anyway, we're gonna have to see this, but this is gonna be really, really interesting. I like the change though; it's really cool. If it does work how I think it is, then it is cool. Shorten the random shaper time freeze events card a lot. Thank fucking god. Malformation buff again. Alleyway buff. Alleyway was already not too bad.
The alleyway was already pretty good, so alleyways now is probably going to be like
shaped map.
Yeah, it's very possible. It's
improved layout of lair. Total number of monsters can compensate. Unique map carrier blade can no longer generate settle you bypass one of the mini bosses. I always found that weird. So that's good. Launcher from the tower map no longer speaks to the starter fight. Whatever. Has a weird fleshy sleeve. Oh god, Bazura's gonna have a fleshlight. You can now see maps which have been taken over by the Elder Earth Gardens, even if that map is not revealed on your atlas. Thank god, it was so annoying when you were like, which map is that? And it's in the gray part.
Yeah, it's like, what map? Let's guess.
The shipper will influence maps connect to a map you've already completed, and influence will not shift between maps. Okay. Interesting. So now basically when you meet Shaper, you're gonna follow Shaper on that part of the tree until you're done with that thing. Cool. Zana League mods. Onslaught, Bloodlines, Ambush, Fortune Favors the Brave, Alternate.
Remember, that's also.
Wow.
Remember, this is all 4. You're getting out 3 mods at 4.
Oh, dude, Alternative same tier is so cool. It's a Horizon Orb.
That's cool, yeah.
That's so cool.
Horizon Orb for 1 chaos.
It's a walking Horizon Orb that you can't reroll. You're like, I'm throwing in a Horizon Orb on this, and whatever happens, I'm doing.
That's good. That's a good way of getting like people through the tiers fast.
Now, what's gonna be interesting as well is, does it keep the mods or not? Because it says open a random rare map. Yeah, but
random.
But
mods are gonna be random.
Is it though? Because if you're placing a rare map. Does Horizon Orb reroll the map?
I think
the mods?
I've never tried to use a Horizon Orb on a rare map, but I would think not. But this is saying it's opening a random map of the same tier. Maybe not. Maybe it does because this is a random rare map, so it just could be just switching out the map.
It could just be switching out the base type, but not the mods. That's why I'm. Anyway, very cool. And anyway, no matter how it works, Beyond is always nice. Essence, I don't even know why that costs 4 Chaos Orbs. Shape tier 1 to 5. Requires the map opens a version of your map at 5 tiers higher.
Yep. That is disgusting.
Randomly rolled. That is amazing. Yo, hella.
That is just
thanks for the resub, man. Damn,
remember,
6 months
randomly
in a row, dude.
rolled as a rare.
Thanks so much.
You can throw a white map in that motherfucker. Pay the 2 chaos.
No.
Map.
Requires a rare map.
Oh, it does require the rare map. Damn it. I was hoping that'd be like, it'd be so good. I'm like, all right, I'm just blowing, basically a little bit more than an out to get a random shape map that I wanted.
Now, then Nemesis, yay, Headhunters again.
Headhunter for 7.
Headhunters are back in the even more business, and
Back on the table.
I don't even want to talk. I don't even, man. Every time I'm gonna bring up Headhunter for like the next 2 months, I'm just automatically gonna think about stupid Zerfies.
Oh, interesting.
Shape tier 1 to 10. So that lets you bring it up to basically up to 15 with a chance to be corrupted. That's interesting. Garbinger, whatever. Requires opens a version of your map at T16 with a chance
Randomly
to be
rolls over with
corrupted.
a chance corrupted. Any map you want for the cost of 15
15
chaos, you can
chaos,
turn into a T16.
which-
You can turn into a T16.
Which is really not bad considering most T16s cost more than 15 chaos. So
Yeah, no shit.
taking any T1 map and running a T16 beach for shits and giggles, only costing you 15 C because beaches are free. That means that you can drop, like, you can choose to run T16s ultra cheap and make so much profit off of running those maps because you're going to drop like Guardian maps and stuff that you're going to sell for 30, 35. So every time you drop a map in one of these, you are doubling the money you put in. So like level 8 Zana is the hugest money maker I have ever seen.
Yeah, it's just like every map you can want is a tier 15 map or tier 16 map that's cheaper than a tier 16 map.
That is ridiculous. No, like Zana 8, dude, like I am fucking getting Zana 8 this league because
it's
so much money. It's so much money. You make so much money for free, dude. You run easy ass maps, and every time you drop a map, it's like I have never seen a Guardian map go for under 30 chaos.
Yeah, and the power is it's the fact that the hard part about Elder maps, like now you're gonna want to pick a map for your Elder Orb that isn't maybe even the most optimal. Because you want a good map to drop, but you don't want it to be the one that you have to have drop. You just want to be able to throw in like the T1 version.
Yeah, you want to have your Elder map wants to be the map that can get you the most profit, either by selling or by running. It doesn't necessarily have to be a nice map, it just has to be what is the map that everybody wants that you can sell for a lot of money. Like you're talking either Underground Sea or like Burial Chamber stuff. And then literally all you do is you run like fucking T16 beaches for 15 chaos, and every time you drop it, you suddenly profited 20 to 30 C, dude. This is literally gonna be this is the epitome of the trade me your Elder Burial Chambers. I offer you a beach, you profit 30 C. This is Zana's Skamaz deal, but it's not actually a Skamaz. All right, this is great. I really like these Zana. This like new Zana attempts. This is awesome. Okay, world changes. Move the player's spawn location to the feeding troves farther away from the air transition. Walkability around Oaks Camp. That's nice. Oaks Camp was always a bit annoying to move around, but whatever. Improvement to the sequence at the end of Final Battle of Act 10. Cool. Dolognus is beheaded. Deep Dweller is now called the Dweller of the Deep to be consistent with what the quest calls him. The other option was Granddaddy Crab. Man, they should have called him Granddaddy Crab. Everybody would remember that. Whatever. Improve the instruction of Queen to the Sands quest line. There you go. Zana now rewards the player with a selection of maps upon advancing the state of the early shaper quest lines. Yeah, okay. See? That so it is not the quest rewards. It is straight up her dailies. Cool.
That's nutty.
That is really cool. I like it a lot.
Zana's gonna be so good.
Clarified in the quest tracker what is required to obtain Shaper's 15th memory fragment. Okay. Just a sex Hala, I will get to your comment. I've seen it, but I just want to finish this because we're almost done. PvP skill and PvP skill balance. I do not care, and I don't think anybody who watches anything I've ever done will ever care, so I'm just going to skip that. Bugs. All non-melee attacks, even if not from a projectile. That's interesting. Increased projectile damage taken. So I guess increased projectile damage taken was too strong, so you were taking too much damage. Cold Snap, there was supported by transport events, would not correctly override the cooldown. Okay, so Cold Snap buffed because apparently there was a bug. Fire orbs from Volatile Dead were splitting their targets more than usual. Went to the Infernal Bolt. Damage, okay. Blade Vortex carried across areas could deal damaging players' increased speed. Okay. Dude, every fucking patch there's a BV bug. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, dude.
There's so many,
Well,
like,
forever
ever since
be.
it's been in the game, it's like there's something weird about BB. You think it like it feels so simple, but some reason. Scorching ray, interfere number turn, console the grass new turn since to burn. Cool, but not intended.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
casting scorching ray into a very nearby terrain would call all of the grass in the entire instance to burn. Oh my god, I can't. That must have been so funny being the guy who figured that one out. I'm like, what the fuck? Siege Ballista's tooltip. Cool, whatever. Watch them out the blinds enemies when they hit you while you have grace would blind you if you hit yourself.
Nice.
I don't know, man. It sounds like it's working as intended. Terrain and core runes map to be accessible. Cool. Starting to use of lightning warp. Huh. Alright. Spawn outside of the walkable areas in the ashen fields. Yeah, I've seen that. Many cosmetic pets are snapping. Issues in burial chambers with things such as creatures could spawn in inaccessible terrain. Cool. So they're fixing all of the inaccessible stuff. Vault over soul would appear to have strangely prepared into the area when the fight was ongoing.
Thank you.
Prevented the ice storm skill tool from displaying its duration. Huh? I haven't used the storm in a while, so I didn't even know that was a thing. But Undying blockage using charge dash. Okay.
Yeah, the classic going through the undying blockage, but until you get rid of
Yeah.
it, you still couldn't enter anyway, so whatever.
Location names above party members' portals will not update as they open new portals in other locations. I guess that's
The bug we were having.
Yep. So that's good. Now we're not gonna be like, but dude, you didn't open the new portal.
Yeah.
You could cause the encounter to get into a bad quest state. Okay. Hits against chilled enemies that weren't from you for entities by your skills. We're not dealing with double damage. It should have been with Frost Breath. Cool, Frost Breath buff. Close all panels. He was not functioning currently remapped. Wait, give me a second. Let me Frost Breath. Okay, yeah, so it's like animated stuff. Okay. Where was it? Close the panels key not functioning. Due to running against level 23 purity ores are granting 1% less maximum resistance than they should have been. High values of increased ore effectiveness. Ooh. Okay. So
That's
there might
interesting.
be an extra max res depending on how.
More than
Nice.
likely, we're gonna get an extra 1% probably.
Players wearing Omega were losing mana while they were in town. Poor guys.
Fair.
Turning Power 7 effect would behave strangely for monsters slain with Power 7 great distances. Hierophant Second Blessing could give traps, totems, and mines or can surge into the player. Weird labyrinth costage, find themselves in after something standard. Fireflies only never sent away. Literal bug, which had the incorrect flavors text. Okay. Plague Moth's Offering to not be a strong box. It was supposed to be. I thought it was always called strong box, but it just was clearly not one because it was a questing. Right. Allow multiple separate on-item support gem. Oh no, wait. Totems to be supported by curse and hit. Spice Ground saying it couldn't, and not doing anything with them anyway. Okay. Allowed multiple separate on-item effects. Appears though combined. Level 38 increase critical strikes. Okay. There's just the display issues.
Yeah, the legendary.
Fix an instant crash caused by Sextant Barrel Mod Hanging Bentley. Nice! Alright. Well,
Alright.
dude, this has been a very interesting patch.
Yeah, this patch is looking pretty juicy. Like, Zana 8's really good. I'm interested in seeing Static Strike. How does that shit work? Fire Trap is OP. Nice. Like, yeah, just a lot of just good changes. And the nerfs weren't really that bad.
Yeah, so
I think the only thing I really got nerfed was just KB.
So just somebody in chat says not sure, but Static Strike seems like it'll be shit now. But I think from our understanding of it, I don't think so. Like I think it's actually going to be pretty good.
It's better than current Static Strike. Current Static Strike is almost pointless half the time. Like it's going to be more of a hit and run style now, which seems a lot more interesting. At least it might not be good, but it will be more interesting. Because you're either just going to hit something and then just start zooming.
Yeah. Which does seem way more cool.
Compared to lols, I hit something, wait 0.75 seconds, and an explosion.
Yeah, because I mean, you're still doing okay. So you're hitting for 146%. And then you're dealing probably, we're assuming 30% less damage. So effectively, you're going to be doing about 100-ish% of your attack damage twice a second while moving, which is like not insubstantial if you're talking like, because you can get damage so high, and like, I mean, it's obviously you're not going to be doing like clearing deep delves with this at like super quickly, but like if you're doing map farming, I think it's going to be really good. Now the thing is it going to be one of those stupid things where, and I think this is literally what's going to make or break the skill, is so many things in this game where using a movement ability does not count as moving for, like, say, bleed or a lot of things that are saying like while you're moving and stuff. So if static strike does not consider you to be moving while you are, say, shield charging or whirling blades or whatever, or leap slam, then it's gonna be way, way less good because you're automatically considered stationary, meaning you have 60% less damage. If it is properly thinking you moving, that I think it's gonna be good.
I'm pretty sure a shield charge, I'm like very, very confident that shield charge is considered moving because that's why it scales with movement speed. Whirling blades, I would guess it is because you're generally just dashing across.
But you don't
The only
bleed.
one I can think of is like Flicker Strike.
You don't bleed while shield charging. So, like, for bleed purposes, you're not moving. You are stationary.
Let me see. Turn to shield. The target is damage in the back. Damage and reduction of stun. Damage down. Area of effect. Use time.